Yo, yo, yo.
Hello.
Hello, people. Coming at you live. We're a little bit late because I'm pegging it around, just trying to get everything sorted. When you invite people around your house for your birthday on Saturday, it's like a good few days build up to get everything all organised. Nails, we've got new birthday nails. Got to get the important things right. So, yes, we've got the fabulous Sandra. We've done lives before, haven't we? This isn't your first
This is
rodeo.
our first one.
No, it's not.
It is because last time we had a problem with going live.
What?
Yes, first one ever.
Oh my God. I think it's because we did the YouTube thing together. So then I'm just thinking,
Yes.
do
Yeah.
something. But so it was on your YouTube channel. So this is the first time you've been live with us. Well, welcome.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to be here.
Love it. So, yes. Sorry, I keep running out of the cough. What day is it? Thursday. It is Thursday. So if you are here, please say hello in the comments. And if you've got any questions for me or Sandra, then please ask us in the comments. If you're watching back on #replay, then still ask us questions because we'll still answer. So yes, we've been going, we've done a few lives, a few of our different fabulous women who we have. And Sandra, God, it's a couple of years back now, isn't it, when you did Money Frequency? No, you came to the one-day experience. Was Money Frequency first?
First, done Money Frequency first.
Money Frequency was in the June or July.
Yeah.
Then you came to the one-day event in London.
Yes.
Then you came to the retreat.
Yes.
Then you signed up for Limitless. And you've been to the last 2 retreats. So now it's just like, just part of the furniture.
I feel like I know you all so well. And you know me.
So, but so we love bringing our ladies to you to talk through how they felt, how they feel now, how your life's transformed, how different you feel, because we want to share these stories with you all so that you, wherever you are in your life right now, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like, oh, fuck me, it's nearly next year and I don't want to go into next year feeling like this, then listen to some of these stories. You don't have to, is the message. So what was different about you when we met you back last June?
So I'd set up my business 2 years. Was it 2 years prior? And I was doing really well, but I had quite, I suppose, realised there was a lot of things that were holding me back. And, I'd worked in corporate for 30 years, set up on my own. And so there was a lot of fear inside me about how do I grow the business? How do I go on and do other things? So it was all those things that I felt was like really holding me back. And one of those was money. So hence why I done the Money Frequency, because I was doing another coaching course and you came on, you and Donna did a session. And so I done that and I was like, there was just something that clicked and I thought, I need to work with these ladies.
It was just swearing, wasn't it?
That's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You did Money Frequency and then you signed up to come to the day in, I think it was last September in London, wasn't it? In the Maldives.
I actually joined Limitless before that. So I'd done the Money Frequency, and on the back of that, I realised that there was a lot about myself that I wanted to work on. So I then joined Limitless, and then I think in the July, and then came on the day in September that just even blew my mind even more. So yeah.
Amazing. So for anyone who is thinking about, is the VIP day right for me? Because we've got one next week in Newcastle, Dakota. Like, just talk them through like the impact that day can have for somebody who hasn't been and doesn't know.
Yeah, well, yes. So from my experience, so I was very lucky to be able to go along with someone who was also now part of Limitless, and we travelled down together because it can feel a bit, can't it? You're walking into a room full of people, and who am I to be? All those sort of things that we hold within us. And I remember just walking in the room and just seeing you and Donna was like, all that worry and all that just lifted. It was like, this is a really safe place. And the vibe was just positive, and just the energy was just like off the scale. Do you know what I mean? Just as soon as I walked in there, I thought, I'm in the right place. And I think it's really hard to describe, but what we did on that day, I mean, is when I went in thinking, there's this and that, I think I then undug other things that I wanted to work on. So when I left, my mindset was just completely different. I was like I was walking on air in a way. I mean, that does sound a bit cheesy, but it was like all those right, okay, well, I can work on that. Do you know what I mean? And I think, well, I don't think, I know the people in the room were just, it's again, that's hard to describe, but just everybody sharing stuff, and just such a safe place would be my, you can talk about anything and there's no judgment. I think that's my thing. You can talk about anything, there's no judgment in the room.
I love that.
Yeah.
And it's important, isn't it, when you're coming into a room with strangers?
Yeah.
That you are able to feel safe straight away, which is like that Donna and I create that, right? You've been to retreats. I forgot to mention you're now doing mind coding as well. I mean, when we say all in, all in. But that you feel important and safe enough to be vulnerable, to talk about having huge WAS goals, and everyone just smiles and nods. They don't go rolling their eyes thinking, oh God, who does she think she is? It's like, oh, you want to walk to the moon? Yay! Do you know what I mean? Oh, you want to go and fly over on holiday on a unicorn? Yay! Just be like, yes to everything. So I love that. Yeah. And one of the things that we have supported you with, right, when you first joined Limitless, and like I say, you've been to the retreats, is you said to yourself, isn't it, you're about your voice and how you sound, and that's in the title, because you've gone from feeling like that about how you sound and using your voice and being confident to authentically you. Now you've got your own YouTube channel.
Exactly. Yes. I mean, that is just massive for me. Totally massive. Yeah. So to be honest, I think when I started, I didn't actually realize that was a thing. And I was seeing all these people doing lives and doing YouTube, and I was thinking, I'm podcast, I'm never doing that. I'm never doing that. Just didn't even think it was on my radar. But then I thought, actually, I want to be doing this because, well, I can talk for England. There's no two ways about that. But I had this real hang up about my voice. And that was what was holding me back. So that was the thing. I mean, I train, I do lots of different things. Actually, to be recorded or to go live just felt like I didn't want to be able to hear my voice. But if I stand up and train or do a talking part, then I don't have to listen to me back. I don't know does that make sense? But it's that listening to, or other people, and then being able to, it recorded, it's there forever, just filled me with such fear and such dread.
Oh, and like I said, excuse me, and now you've got a YouTube channel. So what was the biggest thing for other people who, we hear it so often, I don't want to put myself out there, I'm afraid to get visible, I'm keeping myself small, or we go and do a live and we think we have to be something that other people want us to be, or we've got to say things that other people want us to say. We don't want to just show up and be us, authentically us. Like sorry. It's the Amazon delivery driver. He's been at me.
It's great timing.
A million times this week delivering things for the party. But what happens is, if they don't get left on the doorstep, they put them through the letterbox, and then Angus, Angus gets hold of them and rips them. You know what I mean? So apologies for have got Angus singing in the background. So so people don't want to show up live. They don't want to hear the sound of their own voice. They feel like they can't be authentic when they do be live, whether that's in person or online. So what was the thing that got you from feeling like that to being able to show up and creating a YouTube channel? What was the thing?
So it's those limiting beliefs. So definitely was my thing. So I felt that I had a very, I would say, deep and low voice. I come from rural Suffolk, and I have a Suffolk twang. And throughout my career, I have had comments about that. And in my professional life, it always sort of stuck with me at the back of my, well, I don't sound professional because I, haven't got this sort of very posh accent. I said, do you know what I mean? I've got a rural accent. And so I was like, well, how, I can't go live. I can't do this because of, actually like what my voice sounds like. And so for me, it was like the fear of it. And so I think that for me, there's two things. There's the limiting belief about how I felt about it, and working through that step by step, just to really understand what that meant to me, where that came from, how I challenged that, and I, changed that thought that is in my head. So it was around that, and also the fear. There was a lot of fear in there. Even down to as well as, well, how much do I even do a YouTube channel? It was and that just seemed like this massive thing, that how could I do that? I'd need to be in my 20s to be doing a YouTube thing. Yeah. So again, it was just working through all those. I mean, I remember sitting on a call with you, Cheryl, going, oh, I don't know what to do. I so want to do this. I don't know what to do. And you just talked me through how I was feeling, all those things. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to do this. And, I'm not saying I just did it overnight, but through different processes, or do you know what I mean? What we were talking about, suddenly realised, oh, give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen?
Mm-hmm.
It's that mindset, the mindset from being, I'm here, I've got a terrible voice, a deep Suffolk twang voice, to be like, well, I'm going to go live, and if people don't like my voice, they don't have to listen to me. I've got my voice now.
Because I'm Sandra fucking Howarth.
Yeah, exactly.
What makes us chuckle, because in Limitless we have a Voxer group, and every morning Sandra walks the dog and gives us all like a little download in your Voxer group, don't you? So you're using your voice all of the time in there.
All the time. And anyone who will know me is, I can talk for England. So it wasn't the problem of the actual talking. It was like well, actually, I don't like the sound of my voice. And actually, that sound is going to be, it was that whole thing about it being there forever. And those two things combined just felt like a massive, a massive block. Or like I say, it was like looking at a brick wall.
Yeah.
Thinking, how I can't get through this brick wall. This is, I'll just retreat back into the safety of like never doing that. But knowing deep down, to move forward, that, and to make a difference to people, because by me being able to do the YouTube channel as a free resource for people who are, looking at their careers and stuff. So again, that felt like a real drive that I wanted to do that to support people.
Yeah, it wasn't about you. Stop being a selfish bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
What about all the people? So that's good. So you got it your own way. So from last year, before you came to Money Frequency and the One Day and Join Limitless and the 2 retreats, and now are becoming a mind coding practitioner, what's changed in your life, in your business?
What has changed in my life, my business? Well, so much. Where do I even start? I mean, literally, have we got all day? I would say so I have a lot of ideas. I have found out my human design. I'm a manifesting generator, so those ideas are great, but what do I do with those ideas? But actually allowing myself to have those ideas. I think, again, when you're in corporate, you're sort of closed down a lot about ideas, and that's where my career stuff came out of. I mean, that when I started my business, that wasn't even a thing. And then I suddenly realized, oh my God, I just love working with people on their careers, and I've been doing it, but not actually done anything with it in the business. So that is a massive change. Communication. I'm just, well, I don't know, just so much. So much.
Too much. She can't even remember. Do you know what I mean?
Remember. And I do remember coming back from the first retreat, which was March, wasn't it, this year? And I walked through the door and my husband went, wow, you seem different. You seem calmer. You seem like an energy with you. And you seem like more focused. So, screen went funny. Yeah. So that was what other people had seen as well.
Yeah, I love that. And I just got a flashback then when you were talking about you going on the radio. So bearing in mind, Sandra was like, I don't want to hear myself on the voice on your voice. But then, like within a week, I think you'd had 2 BBC radio interviews.
I know, and I absolutely loved them. And I was like, why have I been worrying? So yeah, I know. Like literally, when I faced that and challenged it, and then yeah, I got 2 within a week. I was on 2 different BBC radio shows, which was amazing.
So you provide HR consultancy and you provide insights. You deliver insights into businesses, and you've got your career launch pad. Do you want to give yourself a plug? See if there's anyone else.
I'll always give myself a plug. When you can see my insights, little octopuses up there. I love insights so much. Anyone that knows me, I mean, I can talk about it for England. So so I absolutely love delivering insights for companies, and I just love that. Well, you delivered on Insight, Cheryl, didn't you, as well? Yeah. So I just love that, the energy in the room when people have those aha moments, and what that can do for a team to bring them together and understand each other. I just absolutely love that. So yeah, love that. Also, HR backgrounds. I've worked in HR for 30 years, a long time, which is great because I can bring all that experience into insights and into the career stuff. So we launched Career Launchpad to start off with, to support young people getting jobs, because the market is getting tough, and and to really allow them to stand out when they go for interviews and CVs and all that stuff. But that's sort of now developing into anybody. It's not just young people. And that actually, I've done a lot of that work in my career, but hadn't brought that into the company. So that's something I'm really, really passionate about. And then I do HR. So I love HR. I've got some amazing clients that I work with. And yeah, I would say I'm sort of maybe not a traditional HR person. So I really like what the new ways of thinking, how's HR evolving, so yeah, so that's me in a nutshell.
Love it. There you go. So if you want any of those things, Sandra's your woman. So we'll have the VIP day next week. Again, this is another message. It's another story of inspiration of when you say yes to yourself, when you invest in yourself, when you take that time to pause and reflect and think about what you really want to have happen and work through the blocks to get out of your own way. Anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. Mm-hmm. So if you are on the fence, if you're activated by this conversation, if you're intrigued, then reach out to Donna or I. What would you say to anyone who is thinking, I'm not really sure if it's for me?
Go for it. If you've got that one thing that you're on the fence, just do it. It's changed so much in my life, personal and work, and everything, and probably people around me as well. So
do it. Do it. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming and joining us on this session. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments. Either of us will answer, depending on who the question is for. And if you want any more information about getting a seat, it's almost full, so there's only a couple of seats left. If you want a seat around this epic table of people, then send me or Donna a message or comment here, and we will give you more information. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, everyone. Going to go off now and do more birthday prep. Do you know what I mean?
Living the dream.
Yeah. Get ready for the weekend. Right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Sandra.
Bye.
Bye.